High Flying Bird is the latest film to be distributed by Netflix, and it is directed by Steven Soderbergh. It's starring Andre Holland, Zazie Beetz, Sonia Sohn, I think is how you say her name, Zachary Quinto, Kyle MacLachlan. It's an interesting film because Soderbergh decided to film the entire thing on an iPhone 8. It's not the first time that this has been done in film, obviously before. It's happened in the past. Soderbergh has done this as well already. Really cool to see like this modern day approach of like, filming and how we can kind of like push boundaries and, do an entire film on a friggin' iPhone. I really appreciate that. Definitely worth a watch just based on that, because actually, so many of these shots are actually really well done. Like, I really appreciate the directing in this film for the most part. Especially at the beginning of the film as well, because I noticed there were so many like beautiful shots right at the start, so many nice designs, so many colours, lots of really cool camera angles during the conversations that Andre Holland's character would have, like in bars, in offices and stuff like that. I really appreciated the way this film looked. So the film follows Andre, who's a sports agent. Things are going a bit shit for him right now, and he's basically just trying to fix everything that's going wrong, and he's also mentoring a rookie player. The screenplay is done by the man who also co-wrote Moonlight, so you can expect the dialogue to be very good throughout the film, and it absolutely is. For me, I did enjoy this film. I think it's good, but unfortunately, you know what? It just didn't grab me all that much. I guess unless you're like a huge basketball fan, I don't know if this is going to be something that you're going to be completely compelled by. Now, I'm not saying that, just because I don't follow basketball, I don't know a great deal about basketball, I can't like this film or you can't like this film, but I think it did pull me out of the film a little bit. A lot of the dialogue was very heavy surrounding like negotiations and stuff like that, which was interesting, but I just don't know enough about basketball to feel fully invested in this film. I guess it's similar like if you wanted to watch Whiplash and you didn't care about jazz, like you might not enjoy it because like, well, who cares about jazz? But obviously it's much more than that, whereas this film is quite heavily centered around basketball. The conversations were really interesting. The performances were great. I mean, I did already reel off the cast members in this, and they're all really good actors. Like, not a single one of these performances was bad or boring or weak. They were all so good. Thing is, though, for me, that the story just kind of dragged it down a little bit. It was really enjoyable to watch through the way it was shot, but I feel like if you took away that element, it probably would have just been a pretty bland and uninteresting film. But it was quite exciting to see the unique different approaches that were taken throughout the filming. I definitely think it was directed really well. But it's one of those occurrences for me where one element really heightened the film, but other elements kind of fell behind a little bit. Not in an awful way. It just really could have been a bit more bolder. I feel like it just kind of was very much centered around talking, and like the next scene would be like a really long scene talking. Like it was very much that kind of film. For some people that could be really interesting, but for me I think the subject matter kind of felt quite limited, but it did actually end up bringing out some really great scenes though, like especially when Kyle MacLachlan was on screen. Is that even how you say his name? I don't even know. The Twin Peaks guy, you know who he is. And especially the Zachary Quinto and Andre Holland conversations, they were so good. Like there was such like a tension in the air whenever those guys were on screen. You could tell like they didn't like each other all that much, and it felt really quite intense. It was enjoyable to watch. But yeah, overall this is good. I mean, definitely watch it. Just because I said I wasn't too huge on it doesn't mean to say that you shouldn't watch it. It's definitely worth your time. I'm going to go 6 out of 10. This is a good film. And yeah, let me know your thoughts if you have seen it, comment and all that kind of stuff. Thank you for listening to what I have to say. Goodbye. Let me know what I should review next as well, and goodbye.